Okay, I'm ready.
A bit of a heartbreaker last time out, right? A frustrating one. I guess how long does it take you to kind of move past that and carry on?
I think I moved past it right after it finished in the sense that like, I can do nothing about that fight, you know? It is what it is. But a lot of lessons and a lot of things that, I watched after. And mostly about myself, I don't know, I just felt I wasn't as aggressive as I am. Usually I should have been more. And also props to Belal, he came in with the right strategy, did the right things. But I felt like I could have done some things different and I didn't. So from that's where I started working, watching my fight 100 times, talking to my coaches, making sure we make the adjustments. Because I know I'm developing. I know I'm reaching that top level. It's just some adjustments, and that's what we did.
Nice. And still, still number 6 in the world right now, right? Even after a setback. So, do you take some satisfaction in going, yeah, it sucks to lose, but we're still right up there at the top of the division?
Yeah, for sure, and I think that's the thing, when I look at it, when I look where I got, I was at a point number 4, now I'm number 6, which is still up there. I didn't get here by mistake. I got here working my ass off and fighting the way I fight, and that's what I felt I missed a little bit in the last fight, and that's what I want to get back to, and I know that that's who I am, I don't. The 5-rounder, the main event, all that, I thought a little bit, now I got to, train different, I gotta do this different. Yeah, we gotta do adjustments, but that doesn't mean like I gotta be someone else. Who got me here is that silent assassin that goes and fights like a maniac, and that gets those finishes, and that's who I got back to now.
Was it important for you to fight again quickly? Like, have you been just itching to like, all right, I gotta get back in there?
Yeah, for sure. After my last fight, the next day I was fresh. I could, fight again. I had no injury. Physically, I was really, really well. So I rested off 1 week, got right back into training, adjusting everything that I needed to, and I wanted another fight soon. And Geoff stepped up. He's a tough guy, and he wanted, to take a shot at the number 6. That's what everybody wants. And at the same time, for me, it made a lot of sense because of the timeline. I wanted to fight quick, and it's hard to get these top guys to fight quickly. So I said, hey, Geoff is willing to. Let's do it. It's a big fight. I know it's going to be, for the fans, an amazing one. And for me, it's an exciting. It just brings that fire out of me.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, stylistically on paper, what you think he presents, because like you said, it looks like this is going to be a pretty damn exciting matchup.
Yeah, I think, Geoff is a guy that I've watched even before I was lined up to fight him. I like his style. I enjoy watching his fights. And I think we match perfectly. It's going to be, possibly and most likely the fight of the night. We're going to go out there, do what we do, which is try to knock each other out. And he's tough. I'm tough. So that's not going to be a quick one. But I do believe I can finish him, and I think that he believes he can finish me. So it's going to be nice to watch that challenge.
Yeah. Last thing for me, I'm curious. You win here. As you said, you're fighting down in the rankings a little bit, but you're right there at the top. Do you worry about, like, who's next or what's up, or do you maybe fight better when you're not thinking about, title picture and how to get here and how to get there?
It's hard for me not to think about it, but that's not the focus. The focus right now is beating Geoff. He's the man, he's the guy that I got to go past to move back to that title conversation, which I was, and I can get back to, I see I'm closest to the title fight than I've ever been, even with a setback. It didn't set me that back. And a win over Geoff can put me right into that mix. So that's the focus right now, get back into that mix, get a big win. It's got to be a big one against Geoff, and then we can think about what's next.
Yeah, Vicente,
Hey.
How is dad life treating you?
Man, that life is awesome, It's not easy. I'll tell everybody it's not easy, but it's awesome. It's really rewarding seeing my son, just develop, grow up, and he loves fighting already. That's crazy, maybe because he goes so much, watch me train, and we're watching fights also. Like I watch fights with my wife sometimes, and he's there watching that and having so much fun. It's funny. When I came here, my wife told him, hey, now daddy's going to go to the TV, do 1-2. And then he starts throwing like punches in the air. And I'm like, yeah, man, it's awesome to see this. So, yeah, it's an awesome experience.
That's awesome to hear. Did you do the majority of your fight camp in Brazil, or did you do it in Sanford?
So this one was split up. I started my first 5 weeks in Brazil at Serrato MMA, but I felt like I needed to go, to Kill Cliff Fight Club now and experience that again. It's such a great environment. All the coaches, Henry, Greg, we got so much other great coaches over there working with us, and the talent, man. The whole. I think we have like 4 or 5 top 15 welterweights, plus a whole bunch of other great welterweights that are at a high level. I needed that again, I needed that again. So I had 4 weeks of training camp over there, and I felt great. I really feel at this point at the best shape of my life.
That's great to hear. I know that you wanted the Nate Diaz fight, but he's obviously fighting Khamzat Chimaev next. I just want your thoughts on that fight.
Yeah, man, Khamzat stole my fight, and finally we get to see Nate fighting again. I'm excited for it, I love to see Nate fight. I just am excited that he's gonna fight again. And Chimaev, man, he's a tough guy. He showed that his last fight. So I would put Chimaev as a favorite for this one. But, man, Nate can make it complicated. If he survives those 2 first rounds, he doesn't get tired. Nate never gets tired. So he can bring it, bring the pressure and make it complicated against Chimaev. So I'm excited for that one for sure.
And finally for me, Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards 2 is going down in a couple weeks. I just want your thoughts on that fight and who do you believe will win that?
Yeah, that's a big fight in my division, and I don't know, I think that Leon has been developing a lot since he last fought Kamaru. I think that he's a totally different fighter now. He deserves to be fighting for that title. He has his streak and he's earned his way, but I still think Kamaru is going to remain champion. I still think Kamaru just has that more, a little bit more of experience. He's been tested against a whole bunch of tough guys. So I don't know. I see Kamaru remaining champion and yeah, dominating that fight.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys.